Hello, and welcome everyone to Shadowrun Hong Kong. And I have to admit, I have been very excitedly waiting for this game to come up. Of the three games for Shadowrun that Hairbrained Schemes put out so far, this one is my favorite. You'll find that they've listened to their fans, they've made lots of improvements, the story is great, the gameplay is best, and it's just so good. It really is. So with that being said, let's get this underway, shall we? So, after we play Shadowrun Hong Kong proper, I will be going to play the Shadows of Hong Kong after. Because it's a bonus campaign and it's set weeks after, so why not? We're going to go with normal, because easy ain't what we always do here. And now to create my character. Well, since the last one was female, this one's going to be male. But I am going to repeat being a dwarf again. +1 to willpower is nice. And a max of body of 11 is great, and the strength of 12 is great for what I have planned, because I'm going to go with the physical adept. Body, strength, and willpower. Now, part of the reason why I like this game so much was because it was the first game I was able to really help with their Kickstarter. I contributed quite a bit of money, which allowed me to get my face put in the game. Yes, that is my face for those who haven't seen the face reveal. And I'm very excited to be able to share my face with y'all. Of course, I don't have this facial hair anymore, but you know what? Good enough. So, yep, there I am. So I'm going to play an angry, punchy dwarf, and I'm very excited. So, let's get to the character build, shall we? Yes. So it starts off with body 4, and I plan on capitalizing that. Because I want cyberware for this build. It's going to be amazing. Quickness, we got some stuff going on there. Strength, can I not have throwing weapons? No? Okay, well, then I'm going to go back. We're going to go with a custom build then. Yes. Doop. There we go. Quickness 2, dodge 1. Strength, was it 4? 3? It doesn't matter. Not throwing weapons, but close combat. And unarmed. Nice. So I got myself... Now, the reason why I did this, let me take a step back. Body, for hit points are increased by 10, and the maximum amount of cyberware affinity skill, which is great. Cyberware affinity. Your body capacity to interact with installed cyberware increases critical hit chance with cyber weapons and unlocks additional cyberware. And I'll have, hand razors. Where is this? Unlocks ability additional cyberware such as the spur cyber weapon and the twin slash ability for hand razors. Plus additional essence to unlock eviscerate for hand razors and spurs. And unlocks additional cyberware such as monofilament whip cyber weapon, feint attack for spurs, and compound attack for hand razors. So this makes all my cyber stuff better. Quickness, chance to hit in ranged combat, which I really won't be doing, and reduces the chance to be hit by enemy attacks. So yes, high hit points and some dodge. Not bad. Strength, used to calculate the chance to hit with melee weapons and throwing weapons, increases the damage values of melee attacks, also determines how far a grenade can be thrown. Well, we're not going to be really doing that. Close combat. Main component when calculating the chance to hit with melee weapons and unarmed combat, as well as melee cyber weapons such as spurs and hand razors. Increasing the skill unlocks additional weapon slots and the Overwatch ability. And then we got, these 4, which that allowed for Overwatch. And additional weapon slot. Main component used. So yeah, these 2, close combat really good, and unarmed is increasing the chance of scoring a critical hit when using punches and kicks to attack. Increasing skill unlocks special abilities, such as a roundhouse kick. Though I think I might tone that down just a little bit to start. We will see how things go. Intelligence, we're not going to be putting a lot of that, but I will be getting Biotech 1 point to increase the hit points recovered by healing, so I don't die. by healing kits so I don't die. Willpower. Now, willpower is going to be one I'm going to do big on. Helps boost resistance against certain magical attacks. So we're going to do that. Not spell casting, but key casting. So can equip Killing Hands and magic resistance and Mana Fist. You can kind of see, wait, Killing Hands, Mana Fist, and a resistance. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. An indestructible, punchy guy. And I got 4 more points, which I'm going to start. 1, 2, 3. Got 1 more. I could go into Charisma. You know what? I will just a little bit. I just want at least 1 etiquette, and I'm a professional Shadowrunner. Yeah. You know what? I'll choose security this time. I think, because I did a Shadowrun academic before. Do something different. So I got 2 available points. So anything that is... Oh, here we go. More dodge. So, body 4 with all 4 cyberware. Quickness 2 and 2. Or quickness 2, dodge 2. Strength 4, close combat 4, unarmed 2. So, critical damage percent visible. Lovely, lovely, wonderful. Got the BioWare, which is pretty much, we're done with intelligence on this build pretty much. Willpower, we boosted this on the last character, but now we have this additional key casting thing, which is going to be great. And Charisma, just 1 little bit to get that going. So, let's get this ball rolling, shall we? First name, Aelix. Last name, let's, since we're doing Hong Kong, let's do just a regular common, there, Chen, and street name, Maester. Love it, for some reason. Let's go.
You have 1 new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Hard landing. Raymond Black, the old man gave you a home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens. Sheltered, educated, slapped some sense into you both until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off. Left it all behind. Landed behind bars for a time. Tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue you got this cryptic message and a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. And, wire to your count, was enough new yen to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Czech Lapkok tarmac. An hour and an indeterminate number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Hong Kong, Victoria Harbor, August 2056. Monsoon season. You step from the churning water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with some gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry. D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas. Diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu. The closest thing you've had to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years. Still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, Aelix. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach. A liquid bubbling sensation. Oh, because I have body 3 or higher, tough it out. I don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. Must be. Guess you still got some of your old fortitude at least. He laughs. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised if you couldn't handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta go find Raymond. Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here. Or, where is the old man? Where's the old man? Never showed up. He's still got the same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. You try him on comm, nuclear might be. When else you saw him? Yeah, when was the last time you saw him? A few weeks ago, before I got this message telling me to meet him here. I've been working a lot, so I hadn't been by the house in a while. House still the same? Is Mrs. Maloney cleaning up the trail of pipe tobacco in his wake? The orc bows his head. Miss Maloney's dead, Aelix. 3 years ago. Bad ticker. He couldn't hire another housekeeper after that. He kinda creeped them out. Creeped them out? His voice sounds far away. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. How so? He's been restless. Staying in his study, inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. He looks up at you and shrugs. And I didn't have a brother to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even still alive until Raymond managed to track down your number. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. Sarge? The woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter, Seattle Lone Star. I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer, she grins. I let him carry my coffee for me sometimes, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. I figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray was gotten himself into, and I wasn't sure you were going to show up. It's a tossed-off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. Well, you got something to say? Well, surprised here I am. Of course I showed up. You got something to say? Nope, he shakes his head. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Aelix, seriously. But I'm going to need some time to get used to you having around again. Been a while since I heard from you, you know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights in lockup flash by, wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you'd ever wanted to. And then, stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, the fallout of some obscene corporate restructuring, a few $100 million worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life, to leave the past behind. All of it. Until now. I know I've been out of touch. Wu stares at you, goggles reflecting the harbor lights. You could say that. Yeah. He scans the waterfront, frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us at the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you can all have a big happy family reunion. And she grins. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacup coiled together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and the tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. And with that, my good friends, I'd like to say thank you all for joining me. If you like this series, if you like this game and you want to see more, please remember to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. And for everyone watching, being that this is the first episode, if you could all just hit that thumbs up button out of practice, so people wanting to watch the series can find episode 1 a little bit easier, that would be great. Otherwise, check out the stuff down below. That is where all the really good things are. And, yeah, I shall see you all next time.